Okay.
One of us is going to be on and one of us is going to be off.
I had the theme in my head, and maybe I was too fast, but I think I nailed it.
Hey, how's it going out there, guys? Looks like another edition of In the Zone, and with me this week I have RK with me. How you doing, Ryan?
Oh, I'm fantastic. How are you doing, Terry?
Pretty good. You're rocking and rolling this year in the old NCZ.
So far. Big test this week.
Yeah, we're gonna be recapping week number 6. So we'll be talking about that this week. And did you notice all the names that went down that wanted to be a guest host?
No,
none.
Zero.
So who knows? Ryan may end up being my permanent host.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotta start.
And then if anybody wants,
negotiating.
and then if anybody wants to co-host, then it just becomes a threesome.
That's not the good way, but that's all right.
Yeah, we need Laura to become an owner one day.
We could
get some female blood in there.
Be a pretty heavy New Jersey Devil roster.
Well, that's fine. However, by the time she actually got a franchise, New Jersey might be good by that time. So
they're getting there. They got some good young talent, and Blackwood. You watched that? Well, sidetrack already, but Blackwood. I think they were playing Tampa on Sunday, and they were down 3-1, and then Mercer scored a beauty goal.
Oh, I saw that goal.
Guy.
Yeah.
But then it was 3-2, and it was like a 2-0. Killorn and somebody went tic tac, and Blackwood just right across the crease and just stole it from him. I was like, oh, man, that was a huge thing. Yeah. So I like Blackwood too. Devils are.
Well, New Jersey's going to have a good team, and they're already playing well.
Yeah.
And they don't have Hughes. So.
Yeah, well, that's the big thing, right? Like, when the hell is he going to stay healthy all year?
Yeah, that's true. All right, so let's get into it for week number 6. And we started with the Langway division last week. So this week we're going to open up with the Bossy division. And while we're opening up in the Bossy division, there's actually some big news right at the very start. The Harrison Lakers finally lost a game. They show that their armor can be penetrated. They can be beaten. It's given everyone in the league a little bit of hope. As the Harrison Lakers go 11-1-0 for 22 points. They're still first in the Bossy. They're still first in the NCZ. And but they got the first loss, and they easily beat the Wolfpack 5-2. And Sealand Hockey Club is the one and only team to beat the Harrison Lakers this year 4-3.
Yeah, Bo he had high hopes to maybe take down Harrison Lakers this week, but then he just got shellacked. He didn't have the right combo. He needed the plus minus, and he needed the penalty minutes and the goaltending, and that's what Sealand did. Pims, 45 Pims is a crazy amount, and squeaked with the plus minus, and then I think it was like 6-3 with the goalie category. So because the points was not on his side. What was it? He got 48, I think. 46.
Yeah, he had 48 points.
Like, what the hell? What the?
But I think if I remember, Sealand had 23 points.
Yeah, and he won.
So it's just those categories. And ironically, with Renee, the categories that Chris got are normally Renee's strongholds.
Pims,
goaltending points, and goaltending save percentage, and Pims. I mean, he got all 3 of them, and then he won 1 by plus minus.
Yeah. Beat him at his old game.
Yeah. Yes, he did. There's Renee with the fancy team going along there.
But he's still 11-1. He's still gonna. He's still the guy.
Oh yeah, he's still looking good. He's still looking good. There's okay, there we are. Okay.
We should have edited out some of like the reefer from 2 weeks ago and put like something else in there. Whatever.
That was hilarious. That was
fun.
I hadn't laughed that much in a long time, and that was I was actually into gut splitting laughter, right? So it was really good for me. It was very therapeutic.
Yeah, we should almost do more of those like in-person ones. Like there were it's tough with like in the one room.
Well, it's bad. It's been so long since I've dealt with people in person, right? So yeah.
All through the Zoom.
What was the last thing we talked about?
Harrison's they lost
Yeah.
4-3 to
So we're
CLM.
basically we're ready to move on, right?
Sure. Oh yeah.
Okay.
What
All
else
right.
could- what else can
Oh,
you say? Like, what else can you say? He's
Nothing.
11-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting tired talking about him actually there.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so Renee with the big loss this week, but let's now move on to the East Coast Brewers, who were basically on the Lakers' toes for quite a while. So they stay in second place in the Bossy division. They're 8-4-0 for 14 points. They had a tough week this week. However, they also had some hard teams to play. The East Coast Brewers matched their season total of losses in 1 week by losing to the Mustangs 5-2 and the Bruins 4-3.
Yeah, it's unfortunate they had to come up against me.
Okie dokie.
The Langway division. I would just
Yeah, the Langway division's rocking, man. It's rocking. It's
Yeah.
rocking for sure.
and he played me and Keith's got a good squad. I don't.
Yeah.
He might need to make a move or two still, but he's going to contend. But yeah, that's.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, me and East Coast, me and Donald's game was pretty tight,
Yes.
and then I think we were tied, and then
I was watching your game all week long. Actually,
Yeah.
it was tight every night.
Yeah, which is like not fun. I wish I just want to crush it.
Yeah.
Crushing from week one or week day
just
one
so
on.
you can relax, right?
That's
And
right.
think back in every night.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Laura? What's Laura doing?
Oh, she left. She's got to go with drink with Shelby.
What is that?
No, it's a person, Shelby.
Oh no, I mean, what's the noise?
Oh, is it you hear like a clanking?
Yeah,
Oh, that's Lincoln. He's eating.
it's who?
My dog Lincoln.
He's eating.
Yeah, that's he just he likes to get every last morsel out of his bowl, so he really
All
slaps it around.
All right.
I'm surprised you can hear that. So I must be sounding really well with these headphones then.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear everything. It's funny, like a lot of times, even with this microphone, like if I don't close my door, you'll hear my Sonya on her iPad downstairs.
Really?
Yeah. And I'll pick it up. So so tough week though for Dono.
Yeah,
Going 0-2. That kind of hurt.
But he made some changes. He saw what he was where he was lacking and where he needed to improve. He got rid of Pesci.
True.
He signed for 3 years and said, "I'll take that bite. I'll take that bullet and take the $15 and I'll put another 25 in as signing Cider.
I think it's cider. That's basically what I on the Detroit broadcast. Yeah, they call him cider.
Moritz. Yeah. I like him. I tried to. I when I dealt with Donald last year when I traded Pedersen for Scheifele, I was like, maybe throw in cider for that in that deal because I knew
that would have turned out nice.
I know.
Turned out nice. Yeah.
He didn't budge. I was like, all right. Instead, he just gave me crappy Pedersen, who I shipped off because he's sucking this year so far.
Yep, he is. But once he gets the touchback,
well, yeah,
be regretting it. Yeah. But in the meantime, sorry, buddy, you're gone. You don't produce on the Bruins, you're out of here, man.
Even if you do produce, you might be gone.
You really think their GM is shy of making a trade? No. You don't perform on this team like 2 weeks in a row, and you're pretty much done.
He's on my block. I don't put him out there, but he's on my mental trading block.
That's right. So moving up into the third place, highest they've been this year is Pitter Patter. Steve, over 500 record now at 6-5-1, and he's got 13 points, and that was a nice week for him. And he went 2-0 by beating Moose Lake Jagger and beating the Capitals both by the score of 4-3. Now, granted, competition's not the greatest there, but 2-0 is 2-0.
Yeah, I guess Al's a little feisty still, right? He's like, hey, buddy. He's trying to lose, and he still gets like the odd win here, the odd win there. And he played Steve tight. Like I think he was winning at least at Saturday or early Sunday, and then Steve finally got some points that put him over the edge. But like, I mean, it wasn't Lakers or East Coast or Colwood or, any of the top teams in the league, but it's still 2 points or still 2 wins, and he's up in third place.
Sorry, I was on mute there.
That's all right. Did you have anything to add to my Excellent analysis.
No, it was. Yeah, no, you were bang on basically. But you eventually you have to win those games too,
Yes, you
right?
do. Yes, you do.
So, you a bad week and you can lose to people that you don't normally lose to and whatnot.
I lost to JP this year.
Yeah. Go into the breakdown sometime and just take a look around at other teams, see how they're doing. Like I'm 2-4 against the Lakers.
That's good, right?
That's
Pretty good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Most people are 0-6.
That's
And like, how the hell did I get 2 wins from? But if I remember, my goaltending was really hot at the start of the season.
your goaltending's still pretty. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
has Bobber lost the game yet? He's like 8-0, isn't he?
No, he hasn't lost yet. No, he hasn't lost.
And
But
Sorokin's playing well too, but your boys can't score.
yeah,
for him.
they're sucking. I don't know what happened to in the last couple of games. Bob has given up I think I counted about 5 goals late in the game because they were so far ahead, and
Yeah.
it didn't matter. But it
Took the
kind
foot
of
off the pedal.
really, yeah,
Yeah.
took the foot off the pedal, and he still got to win there. I think they were winning 4-1 or something there, and he gave up 3 in the late in the third, and then they won an OT or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah. But still good for Seed,
Yeah.
third place in the Bossy. I mean, that's a playoff spot. No
Yes,
matter
it
what
is.
his record is, he's 6-5-1,
Guaranteed playoff spot.
guaranteed playoff spot. So, I've got a feeling this year could turn out to be a battle for third place in the.
I think so.
between
I
the
think so
Bossy
too.
People for that. What I think is probably going to be the last playoff spot in the Bossy division.
Unless something drastically changes, I don't see how that's not the case.
Yeah.
Just like Langley's got those top 5 that are.
We did have one year though where the Bossy division really stormed out, and it didn't look like the Langley was going to have
Catch up.
anything. And then it evened up a little bit through it as the year went on. So it's a long season. We haven't
It
had
is.
we haven't had a 21-week season, regular season, and there's 3 years now. I guess 2. We missed 2 years.
I looked at the schedule. I'm like, it seems short. And then then you put that post or whatever saying that like the full
Yeah.
season. I was like, oh, that makes now it's like it's a super long season now.
Because the settings, right? So I
Is that what
just
it
had
was?
to go into the settings. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just had 11 weeks in the button. So I went to button, scroll over, because there's 27 weeks in a season. So I always, whatever, and it's just worked out that it's always 21 weeks for our regular seasons now. Because there's 27 weeks in the regular season. So I just -6. And that's
Yep.
what our regular season is going to be. So.
I like it.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
And falling out of that playoff spot, but still not far behind. Well, yeah, actually they are kind of far behind. Is Flying Colors. They dropped to 5-7-0 for 10 points. Garrow finally, no longer 500.
I don't know if he's happy about that because he made that trade that looks like he's not tanking, but maybe a rebuild, and then he dropped Sammy Blaze or Blay or whatever the hell his name is, who's hurt, one-year guy. Like, that's nice to put on your roster if you're rebuilding and wanting a lower pick. But he dropped him. So I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe
I don't know either. I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out, and it's hard to figure out.
Like he should be either like you either go for it or you don't. Like you don't have to trade draft picks, but like if your team's not good and you want to go for it, then you should trade draft picks to get better players.
He made some nice rebuilding
He did.
trades. So
Very nice.
So I'm guessing he's rebuilding.
Yeah, he's got to be.
I'm
But-
guessing.
Who knows? He might. He's a prideful guy. Maybe he wants to go for it still.
That's true. So jumping up 2 spots is the Islanders, and they are actually tied for 4th spot at 4-6-2 for 10 points. They had a good week, and they won the first game of the Founder Cup by beating the Capitals 5-1, and the Islanders beat Moves Like Jagger 6-1. So they went 2-0 for the week.
And your thoughts on that?
And my thoughts are, well, the competition's not that good.
My thoughts too. Yep.
I'll take the wins any way I can get them right now because I
True.
got the injury bug bad.
Yep.
And there's some things I could do, but there's some injury. Like I could make some drops with some injured guys, but I don't want to lose those guys either.
No,
So
no, you don't.
it's like I gotta play this out. And the way I look at it, I went 2-0. I'm now 3 points behind Steve Bitter
Yep.
Patter. And yeah, I just got I'll put my sights on third place in the Bossy, and I'll take those two wins. However, after getting those 2 wins now this week, I am getting big time
Back in-
competition with the
back in the
Mustangs
deep
and the
end, yep.
Rangers. So
Back into the deep end. And then I looked forward for you next week. And there else, I can't remember, I don't know who it is, but it's definitely 2 teams that are in a playoff spot.
yeah.
I think
I
it's
think I
Paul
gotta
and
go
someone else.
1-1 against these guys.
Yes, for sure.
I think
2-0 would be nice, but
oh yeah, 2-0 would be great, but
Yeah.
my injuries are going to stop me from that. But I would definitely take 1-1, and
Yeah.
don't care which one is the win. So just as long as I get one.
well, what's it? Do you know what you're playing? I think you're playing like Bo, and I just looked like earlier today who your next 2 opponents were too. It's a tough 4 2-week stretch for you.
Well,
It's
I'm hoping to have at least 2 of those guys back.
Who's that?
Forsberg's due back probably
I,
next game,
I did see that. I saw that. Yeah.
and hopefully Anders Lee will be off COVID.
Oh, he's got COVID?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if he's got COVID. It still could be one of those negatives. Well, no, he has it, but none of the Islanders are sick. They all
Just-
have it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
But none of them are sick because, I've been vaccinated, right? I don't want to make this political or anything, but yeah, they're not sick. But if you're carrying the virus, then you can,
Yeah.
like Josh Bailey's stuck in Florida. He's been there for a week. 'Cause
'Cause
That's
it-
that's where he tested positive, and he needs 2 negative tests to get out of Florida, and he
to
hasn't.
fly out of Florida?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What a world. This is
yeah,
awesome.
I know. So Josh
Yeah.
Bailey's been sitting in Florida by himself. since-
Time to look up Blake. Blake, if you're out there.
Hey, Blake, go hang out with Josh Bailey. I know
Oh,
as an
Bailey.
Islander fan, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, and I've been listening to your podcast, and you have not spoken highly of Josh Bailey in any of your podcasts.
I do not like Josh Bailey. The guy has caused me more misery and about half of these gray hairs in my beard for sure. I think he's the most highly overrated, useless player I've ever seen.
And it comes across on your podcast. So
It kind of does, doesn't it?
yes, it does. But so I should say, if you guys don't listen to Terry's podcast, there's some valuable intel on there. He's got it. He's got to.
I give it away. I give
That's
it
right.
away.
That's
Yeah.
right. Like whatever. It's usually Islander information, but
I have other information too, and other guys too. So
Mhm, mhm.
that I'll probably talk about in some of the podcasts down the road,
All right.
whatnot. But yeah, it's funny. Me and Ryan were talking about this before the podcast, and I said to him, when I started doing this and I started talking about all my guys, like I literally, this is no lie, Ryan. I kind of held back a little bit before our draft this year.
Mhm, mhm.
Thinking that very thing, that I'm just putting my whole fucking
Yes, you were.
knowledge out on the interweb.
Yeah.
And yeah, so but then as it went on, it's like, if it's an Islander broadcast, I gotta say it as it is. So
You're what do you call that? You're a broadcaster. You're a journalist now. You got the integrity to uphold, to speak the truth,
that's true.
no matter what.
That's true.
Tell us what your thoughts on all your players and who do you like. and
Well,
who
I'll
wanna
tell you.
trade.
I'll tell you, because now I got them both. But Robin Salo and Atu Ratu are going to be. They're going to be good.
Dynamite. Yeah.
Yeah, they're dynamite prospects. I mean, Ratu had to leave camp because he had commitments to the Swedish team, right?
I like those Swedes. I love this. Is Ratu a defenseman?
No, he's a centerman. Ratu, he was projected to be the year before this last year's draft.
Yeah.
So the year before that, going into the season, which as we know was all COVID and not a lot of people play well. Ratu was actually projected to be the first overall pick
Really?
a year from the draft, and he dropped 52 spots, and he was outstanding in training camp, and we sent him over to Sweden, and he's scored in every game since he's gotten over there. I think the 5th game in a row. He just
Jeez.
scored, and so he's 18
Why-
years old.
Why'd he drop?
Don't know. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
No.
Wow.
It was a hard year to kind of judge, but by what people were playing, right?
Yeah.
Like not all junior players got in games last year.
No. Yeah, it's true.
So I think Ratu did, and that's what may have dropped him down some because he didn't have great games, maybe with the Swedish World Junior team, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't really watch the World Junior, so I don't know
Yeah.
how well they did.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to tell. So yep, there
Hey,
you
can
go.
Can we pause this? I gotta
Sure.
go take the dog out.
Yep, you
Sweet.
betcha.
Thanks, Derek.
Just remind me. Oh, did I start recording?
Yeah, you did. You did start. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so the Islanders have they're as high as they've been this year, tied for fourth place. And one team that's very happy with that is the Florida Gators, who are more than happy to have a team jump over top of them as they work their way down into the standings. So Florida Gators, they had a good week. The sixth place Gators now are 3-9-0 for 6 points. Great week for a Tank, going 0-2. They lost to the Outlaws, another weaker team. So
That's a big loss. That's good.
That's a big, yeah, just what a way to describe. That's a big loss. That's a big loss. So, yeah, we had a
huge.
big loss.
Huge.
And of course, they lost the Rangers 5-1. So,
Yeah.
yeah, what do you think of Blake's efforts here?
I think he's doing well. Like I like his rebuilding model. Is he down the bottom four now? I think finally. I think he's down there now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if you're gonna stay down there,
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then-
I don't think he'll have any problem.
well,
I think the guy who's in for a hard time is Al.
Yes, but Al at least Al has no goalies going, right? He's got.
But he is on the way down.
He is.
Yeah.
But that's because they finally figure out the goalie thing, right? Like Blake's got Allen who's hurt and DeSmith who hardly plays because freaking Jerry is just
that's perfect.
yeah,
that's perfect.
that's Al. Al's got Price who's not.
Yeah,
really
one of them
playing.
didn't have I think it was it Al this week? No goaltenders? Or was it Blake?
Probably
Some-
both.
Like no games.
Probably both. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I would think both.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I can't think now. Mind you, I didn't pay too much attention to my game. I kind of knew what was going to happen in both those. So, but anyway, Blake getting what he wants, and like you said, he's doing a good job at it. He's made some nice trades.
Yeah,
in
he
his
has.
rebuild here.
Yeah,
So
yes.
he showed us what he could do last year by entering into the league in his first year, no experience, except for watching along with West for a little bit.
Yeah.
And he strut his stuff with his trades last year and kept that team alive for another year. And this is his first crack at tanking. And
Is it all right?
yeah,
It's easy. It's easy when you give. When
two
you give
thumbs
away
up for me, but Blake Bilake. Two
I'll give
thumbs
you-
up.
I'll give you
He-
one.
he
I'll
gives
give
you
you one.
Okay, hold on. I'll give you 1.5. 1.5. There you go. Oh, reminds me of sparking a joint. Somehow I don't know. I don't know why that does, but it does.
I feel like a lot of things probably remind you of sparking a joint.
Probably could
Yeah.
be. Could
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
But like it's easy to
Oh.
tank or whatever when
It's
like,
not easy to take.
no, but like he gave away his whole like everybody last year. So all he had is like a lot of 1-year guys,
Yes. Yeah.
a lot of whatever. So
He sold the farm
Yeah.
to stay alive last year. And what? He was the third place winner, right?
I believe so. I think he beat up
was either him or Nick.
No, I
Nick?
think he beat Nick.
Yeah, I think he did.
think.
So yeah, he did. He got money last year. He's ahead of me in the money standings. Yeah. So yeah, excellent work there by Blake and doing it all over again. Now, here's a team that kind of concerns me just a little bit is the 7th place Flames of Fleury West.
A long
Two-
season.
2-8, yeah, long season for sure, but 2-8-2 for 6 points. McDavid did earn the Flames a point this week because
And
they
he-
tied with the Outlaws in points, and he wouldn't have done that without McDavid. So
Yo,
Flames
the trade was ratified or not ratified, justified, right?
justified. Yeah. Well,
Big tie.
yeah, I guess you call that big time tying the Outlaws. So Wes goes once again 0-1-1 for the week. And
And he's playing tough this week too, because I don't know I don't know his other opponent, but I'm one of them. So
he lost, but mind you, he only lost to the Rangers 4-3.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And then he goes and ties the Outlaws.
and he had good goal. Like Wes's goalies are getting better, but like the Rangers had, I think, 13 points. Couple of
is this just not seeming a lot like last year though?
Yeah, it is. He's getting unlucky. Because
And
how did he not beat JP? But JP, so JP he had 2 goalies play, Samsonov, and he got 2 shutouts. Two
JP did?
shutouts. Yes. 2 games, 2 shutouts.
JP has that kind of shit happen all the time. Remember last year I told you about the 17-minute penalties first day? Boom, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm out of it.
So like it's you know, you can't really fault Wes for not beating JP, because Wes still put like good totals in the goaltending department, but I think Dean had 13 points and a greatest save percentage, and JP had a perfect week for goalie. So
yeah,
he could have won 2. He could have won both those games.
But he's still like he's 7 points behind third place in the Bossy, and that's his best case scenario.
You're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, I guess there is a chance, but like, I mean, all I'm saying is, you know, he made his move. Yep. And this happened last year where he kind of stalled for a little bit. And that little bit of stalling after the trades is what cost him from finally catching up. And in the long run, he's kind of stalling again.
He is. And again, like I said, this week he's playing me. And I don't know who else he's playing. But
that doesn't help him for sure.
It's not going to be easy playing me.
Yeah.
Not to toot my own horn. But.
And, you know, we already know Dan is an expert at tanking. He has the record for tanking, I believe.
Really?
I believe so. He was 0-41-1.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Except the difference is this time, I think Dan is learning that when you tank, to make sure you got enough guns at the end.
And he's got some guns,
which he didn't do last time.
He's got the guns on his bench.
He's still got the guns. So he's using the old noggin there. The old noggin for sure.
It's that sergeant knowledge. He's a sergeant now.
So I know. You know, he's fucking Dan's getting older, eh? Like he's a real middle-aged man now.
all his good years are behind him. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, you remember when he could get whatever kind of pussy you wanted? Not anymore.
Yeah, well.
Oh, he'll have something to say about it. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he'll say something about that.
Why I can still get it. He does still have the babyish good looks.
All right.
I'll
take your word on that.
Yeah. I'll give him that. Sure. Anyway, once again, Dan had the perfect week. Went 0-2, and he knows how to lose, right? He lost Sealand 6-0, and he lost the Wolfpack 6-1.
Yeah, nothing to talk about there. His team sucks. Just move on.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So summing up the Bossy division then is Harrison Lakers on top, however, suffering their first loss of the year. We got the East Coast Brewers, who had a tough week as well, going 0-2. However, sit firmly. Well, I guess not. Yes. Yeah, they're still firmly in second place.
I'd say so.
And Pitter Patter jumped into a playoff spot at 6-5-1 for 9 points. So that's nice job by Steve there. Flying Colors had a rough week, going 0-2. Both me and Ryan kind of believe that we think Garrow's tanking. We need Garrow to pipe in on this down in the comments below.
Yeah, let us know, Garrow.
Yeah, let us know, Garrow. Yeah, inquiring minds want to know, right?
Yeah, people want you got pieces on your team that maybe can go, so let people know.
Yeah. And then the Islanders jumped up 2 spots, winning 2 games this week. Those were big wins for them to get them over top of the Gators, who are now firmly in 6th spot. And well, they're actually kind of tied with the Flames, but they got more wins, so that's the only reason they're rated ahead of the Flames right now. So they're well on the way down, and of course Dan is hovering at 1-10-1. So there's no doubt Dan. I believe that Dan, Blake, and Nick have got 3 of the spots.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Will West grab that 4th spot for Dan? So that,
I don't think so.
So that Dan can get McDavid and Matthews, or or McDavid and Vasilevsky. How's that?
That'd be tough.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
tough.
I'm gonna take a 5-year what do you call it when you take a leave of absence?
Hiatus.
Hiatus. I'm gonna take a 5-year hiatus from the league, boys.
I'll see you in 5 years.
See you in 5 years when these guys are back in the draft.
I don't like Wes is he'll be up, hopefully gets to the playoff spot, but he will definitely be in the minimum. He'll be in the mid tier,
Yeah.
which is still a good player.
Yeah. No matter
But
what.
even the
But-
top, a whole first round's good. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
But he's not the only one with 2 draft picks.
Nope.
It just right now they're the 2 highest
hmm
for sure.
Yeah, but
of all the bunch.
But Al's gunning to get down there, and
Yeah.
I guess maybe Garrow's gunning to get down there. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about Langway division, and I'm obviously going to let you take it away with this one. The Brewing Up Some Suds are in first place at 10-2-0 for 20 points. They had a great week, and they are all alone on top in the Langway division, going 2-0. They beat the Flying Colors 7-0, and they had a tight one with Dono, 4-3 squeaker victory.
Yeah, we were both 8-2, I think, going into that, right? And then it was tied going into the last day. And I got a couple assists, and the plus minus held true. And I almost caught him in the penalty minutes. He got I looked through his weeks, and he's been pretty consistent with penalty minutes. Like he's usually mid-20s. Every now and then he'll get high, like mid-30s. So I was a little just like I was hoping he'd be in the low 20s. If so, I would have taken the penalty category. But no, he put a strong effort out there, and his goalies are, I think, somebody got a shutout, probably Jerry or
Yeah.
I always go against shutouts. So, but I fought through that, and on Sunday I beat him like I beat you on Sunday.
Yeah. Some people have the fantasy knack, you know what I mean? I think you got it, Renee's got it, Dean's got it.
Well, I still lose to JP's, and I look like
I know. That's kind of
who knows? Like
crazy, isn't it?
I shouldn't lose. Like nobody should lose to Al, except for people who are tanking. Nobody should
Right.
lose to Dan or Blake. So and JP, but JP's goalies, like he's got Corposello and he's got Samsonov. We were doing good. But anyways, yeah. So I beat up on Garrow 7-0.
Yeah.
Garrow is either fake tanking or half tanking or going for it. We're not sure, but he was easily dispatched. And then it was a big fight against Dono, and I'm glad my beat down on him made him change his team up, and then so he had to sign Cider for 5 years.
Oh, you figure you did that, do you?
I was a big part of that.
You think you shook him up?
I think so. I rattled
Oh.
his cage, and he was
Dono,
like,
is this true? Did Ryan shake you to your roots?
yeah, right down to the core.
Right down the very bottom of the core. Well,
Yep.
I certainly hope that Dono replies in the comments below on that one for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty bold statement there, big guy. Yeah, but
Well,
yep, you stick by your word. I appreciate that. That's for sure.
Yep.
Absolutely.
but I have to stay. I have to keep winning, right? Because
Yes.
fucking Colwood, he just doesn't lose it. He doesn't lose either. We'll go to him next because that's a good segue to the next person on the list, second place team, the Colwood Rangers. 2-0. Like I can't shake him. I just can't. His team is just performing so well. But you can do your summary.
Well, don't forget, like I'm pretty sure this time last year, Mr. Al Gall was leading the no control zone.
Yeah, that's right. That was funny, wasn't it?
True story.
Oh, I know it was true, but
I mean,
it was funny.
but you know what I mean? Like we may be thinking way in advance when there's so much that can happen in fantasy. Like the New York Islanders getting hit with COVID this week. Like if you're invested in the Islanders like I am, that hits you hard in fantasy, you know. Who is the other team? The Ottawa. If you had like Brady Tkachuk, who's a big piece on your team or whatever.
So Dean had, and he still won.
So you don't know who's going to get hit, and is it going to be at the most absolutely worst time?
Hey, that's why we play the games. Yep.
I know. So that's the beauty. That's what the rest of us have to hang on to. Anybody who makes the playoffs,
Yeah.
have to hang on to that, right?
Yeah.
And say,
Like,
well, maybe I'll get a break.
that's it.
Maybe
That's
something will happen.
that's what we got to do for the Lakers. And
Yeah.
but even Dean's team, like his goalies, Markstrom and Campbell, it's like every other game. It's like, I'll do a shutout. Okay, now you do a shutout. Okay,
Markstrom couldn't stop a puck for Al
I know.
last year.
I know. And now he's got 5 shutouts, 4 shutouts. Good Lord.
He's got 5.
That's why I picked up. I got Vladar on my bench just in case like Marshall was hurt. But I put Vladar in this week, and he got a shutout. It was useless because I didn't need it. But
I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at that trade now. And no matter what, Al got robbed. I haven't even seen it, but when I go back and look at it, I'll probably do that after this podcast. It's gonna be like, oh man, you could have got so much more.
yes.
But who knew? He was horrible for Al
Yeah.
last year. He was like he wasn't average or anything. He was bad.
Yeah. Now Calgary, I don't know what they did to change their team up, but now they went down the East Coast again and beat up on the Islanders, and they shut out the Bruins.
Oh yeah. Oh,
who did Colwood beat this week? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, so you're giving it away, are you? Our second place team, the Colwood Rangers in the Langway, going 9-3-0 this week. They're up to 18 points, which is only 2 points behind you, Ryan.
Yeah, he's there.
They had another good week, the Rangers. They've been coming on strong lately. So another 2-0 week. They beat the East Coast Brewers 6-1. That's a pretty good team to beat that by that big of a score. But then they beat Pitter-Patter 4-3, and that was a tight one.
They beat Pitter-Patter?
Yeah.
No, they beat West.
Was it Flames?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. I must have a typo.
Yeah, they beat up on that's with.
Oh, that's right too. Yes, he was playing West. You're right. Yeah, you don't have to look that up.
No, Pitter-Patter won 2-0. Yeah, but still two good wins.
That's right. Pitter-Patter did go 2-0.
West has got Connor McDavid, the #1 player in the world, and that wasn't enough to beat Dino. So. And then he beat I think he had 13 goalie points, and his save percentage was ridiculous. And Campbell and Markstrom.
Yep, that's crazy.
Is it going to be all year like that? I don't know.
So Dean basically switched out his goaltending completely. And if you remember last year in the finals, or not even in the finals, when Renee and Dean had it out. The goaltending battle that they had, they were going like 15 versus 13 each week. Yeah. And but he traded Vasilevsky. So now he's back where he was.
And Talbot too. I think it was Talbot and Vasilevsky he had last year, and he got rid of both of them. And now he's got Markstrom and Campbell.
Yeah. And they both just absolutely light it up.
I guess if you're a betting man like myself, I just figure out whoever the hell Dean's got for goalies and then just fucking bet on them to get wins and shutouts.
Yeah, in Vegas, we can make some money.
Make some big money.
Whoever's playing goal for Dean, I'm betting a lot of money in Vegas on those teams.
Exactly.
But here we are, the team that came shooting up, passing one team in the standings is the Sealand Hockey Club, going 8-4-0 for 16 points. They had a fantastic week. They beat the Lakers. They went 2-0 this week, beating the Lakers 4-3, and also beating the Highlanders 6-0.
Yeah. One win was worth talking about. The other win, not worth talking about. That's a Highland win, but I think they were losing going into the Sunday, and
they were.
I guess they got a win, and then I think the plus minus was 7-6. I think they won by 1.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, they won by 1, and but it's just nice. It gives everybody else in the league a little bit of hope,
Yeah, false hope. I think it's a small amount of hope. He lost by like 1 plus minus. I mean, yeah, sure, hope if you want to get hope, but.
Hey, you're only 2 points behind them. You're in the race for the CDS again.
Let's see what happens this week when I shouldn't.
You're giving it away. You're getting better at this. You're getting better at this. You're not stealing the host's thunder anymore.
That's right.
That's good. That's an excellent job.
I'm learning.
Job there. But what do you think, man? Like, Chris has done a great job.
Yeah, he's I don't know. His goaltending's fantastic. Shesterkin and Binnington. I think he has room to make moves. He's got great prospects, and I still know who he'd go with. Like Well, it's almost slim pickings nowadays with all the guys that are tanking.
But I
Well,
mean,
except for Dan. But,
he's turned this franchise around.
oh, for sure. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he's got enough to.
Well, maybe not, but I've never seen this franchise looking this strong
Yeah,
right now.
That's awesome. Yep.
Except for the first year when Andrew
First year
Baisley had it.
Yeah,
That was
Baisley.
about it.
Well,
So yeah, great job by Chris. Had an excellent week, 2-0. Yep, good
Yep.
for him. And sticking right beside him is the Macaulay Mustangs. They're 8-4-0 with 16 points. They had an excellent week as well.
2-0.
2-0. Yep. Mustangs beat the Flying Colors 5-2, and they beat the East Coast Brewers 5-2. And if you remember, that was a highlight game to watch this week.
Yep. Yeah, that's and East Coast had a good production week too. So
Yep.
I don't know what categories Keith won, but he's got a strong team. Who's the
Yeah.
goalies?
Oh, for sure.
I can't remember who his goaltending are.
These guys are producing.
Is he have good goaltending, or does he just get? Oh, yeah, he's got Koskinen and some.
Oh no, he has terrible goaltending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like that. Sure, it's only 2 categories, but
In the podcasting, when you're doing podcasting, you probably won't want to pound the pen like that.
Mhm. you can hear that, can you?
Oh yeah, big time.
What else we-
I was starting to get a beat to it. I was about to go hop on the drums and join you.
It helps me think. It's like the clock or like
Yeah.
the engine thing. It's like, yeah.
Well, the guy I hate the most is that idiot on Hockey Night in Canada. I can never remember him.
Ron McLean.
No. He's the black. He's not really that black, but he's black.
Racist.
What's his name? The guy, he's on the main panel a lot of the time.
Oh.
He was a terrible hockey player.
Yeah. Oh, he played hockey?
Yeah, he was in the NHL.
I don't really watch the guys.
No, anyway, all he does is this. This is all I can see every time he talks. He's going like,
Oh yeah, a lot of
with
hand
the-
motions.
with the pen in his hand, and the pen
That's 'cause-
never leaves, and he
Yeah.
never writes anything. And as he talks, it just goes like this, and all I
Yeah.
can see is that freaking hand going.
Yeah. There's another guy I watch on another like talking head show, and he's always got like the pencil in his hand, and he's always like, I think it must be like a way to calm you down. I guess I don't know.
I guess he must be nervous or something. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either.
Somebody knows his name. I don't know what I can't stand listening to him. He's an idiot. Anyway, bad news for this team, because if the Mustangs and Sealands stuck together, that means 2 teams hopped over this team, the Port Elgin Wolfpack, who are 7-4-1 for 15. So they dropped 2 spots in the Langway division. However, the good news is they're still in a playoff spot. They're in the wild card spot right now. And they went 1-1 for the week, and they won the game they should have won against the Highlanders 5-2. And I guess they lost a game. I won't say should have, but odds are against you to
Yeah.
the Lakers 5-2.
They were the underdogs in that matchup.
Yeah.
And I don't know which categories they won, but it's good to win 2 categories against a team that as strong as Lakers are.
Yep.
And
Oh,
I mean,
for sure.
he's still in the playoff spot. There's not much challenge thus far in the Bossy division for that wild card spot.
Well,
he can't be too unhappy.
So 15 points. Both. Well, yeah. Like even the 3rd place team isn't ahead of the Wolfpack. So at 10 points, I guess right now the Wolfpack have a 5-point lead on a playoff spot.
Yeah, and he's got a good enough team. He's got the good goaltending, and he's never done. He's never done, right? He's one of those guys who can't stop trading. Fuck.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So if ever there was a year, this would be a first time, I believe. Yes, this will be the first time the Langway has ever taken the extra playoff spot.
Really?
Yeah, the Bossy division's done it a couple times, if not a few. No, just a couple.
I'd have to look back into that.
Yeah.
But I'll believe you.
Yeah, no, it's never been done from the Langway side before. And right now, so basically a 5-point cushion. However, remember that 5 points is exactly 5 points because of the tie break, right? That's the one and only one that the division wins over the.
Yeah, the division who should be there ties, and they get to move on.
Yeah.
Wow, you're not watching any hockey, right?
No.
6-5. Fuck, Colorado's 6-5 game. That's not good for me, probably. I think Renee's got Rantanen, and I think he just got an assist. Shit, whatever.
Of course he got Randy. He got him from Dean.
I know he got and Kadri, who's got 19 points. Anyways, we're talking about. Oh fuck! Did he just score?
And back to the podcast.
Bad to the
And back
podcast.
to the podcast. So yeah, so it was, it's not like he had a bad week. He
Nope.
lost to a team who's the best team in the league right
Yep.
now. And for that, he drops 2 spots.
Sealand had a couple wins, and Keith had a couple wins, and
Yeah.
I had 2 wins, and Dean had 2 wins.
Oh,
and-
just going on the record there for that, all the top 4 teams in the Langway all went 2-0.
yeah. Yep.
And actually and also the Capitals go 2-0 as well. And over in the Bossy division, only the Islanders and Pitter Patter went 2-0. So all those losses were all over in the Bossy division.
You said the Capitals went 2-0?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did he play? Must have played Gators and maybe JP, maybe.
Yeah. Gators and Highlanders.
Oh yeah, that's tough. Okay.
So there's Al sitting at 4-7-1 for 9
Is he
points.
next? Is he
Yeah,
next?
he's next. So it's yeah, it was quite the segue, right? Yeah,
Like
even
I-
I'm
like I
even
knew.
I'm getting better.
like we knew.
Yeah, it's almost like it had a plan.
Yep.
So anyway, I say, and I had question marks by this, good week for tanking.
Yeah.
Not so much. 2-0 is not going to get you there, Al. So
No.
the at 4-7-1 for 9 points. I mean, yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. And
No.
yeah, he needs to start losing, man. I
It's tough. They're playing against Highlanders and Gators, who are got a better,
Yeah.
both have better teams to tank.
True.
But you still. Al doesn't have any room. He doesn't have any room to tank, right? He doesn't have room to. He's got too many prospects. He's doing well with the goalies. He's not winning goalie categories, but he's got no room to play with.
yeah, that's what happened to me last year.
Yeah.
Remember,
It's like-
I couldn't make any moves
No.
to help my tank. I just didn't have the roster space.
No. And neither does Al.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And
you're-
that's one thing you got to look for when you're getting into a tank situation like that.
Yeah.
And that's what happens well, take a look at Nick. Now he's got, I believe, 10 prospects.
Yeah, he's luckily that he's enough that his team isn't like the super strong team.
True.
Like,
True.
I think his best players are like Carlson and Pionk and
But if that's the case, then that means he's so weak. He's got a lot to build.
yeah, he does. It won't be a quick one.
You know what I mean?
Like
So,
he'll get Matthews, he'll get Marner.
Yeah.
He
You
might
can't-
get Vasilevsky, but
you kind of want to be in a situation that Dan's in, where you can hold a
Yeah.
couple of guns in the
yeah, Dan-
hangar.
Dan will be a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
But Al's got to lose. He's got to get down there, and two wins is not what the doctor prescribed. And Al's got to
Yeah.
pick himself up, dust him off, and throw himself back down this week.
He does. And so that leads us to moves like Jagger at
Well,
the bottom of the division.
Kadri got 4 points today and 2 PIMs.
So Nick's down at 1-9-2 for 4 points. Last in the Langway division. This week he's 0-1-1. The Islanders beat the Moose Like Jagger handily 6-1, and Pitter Patter beat the Moose Like Jagger 4-3.
A couple of inconsequential matchups for the top spots, but big news for the tanking teams, and Nick did well to lose both.
Yep. Like I said, I think we did agree on that, right? About those 3 being in the 4.
Oh yeah, I don't know how he doesn't. I don't know how Nick doesn't end up in there, and for sure Blake and Dan's already there, so
Yeah.
pretty much. It just depends.
Oh, Blake's there too.
It'd be interesting to see who would be that 4th, because it's between Al and
And the funny thing about it
JP.
is a 4th can win.
Yeah,
So they may be getting whoever's the not 4 shittiest could end up getting McDavid.
oh yeah, but and even not though, he's still like that's what happened to me, right? Like you were the favorite going into the tanking playoffs
Yeah.
last year, and I just
He beat me the first game right off the bat. I
boxed you.
chased the entire consolation. Caught you right at the end, but
Yeah,
your tiebreaker.
yeah. I
sneaked in.
I outfoxed you.
Yeah. So
But
yeah, I was so pissed off. I knew I was done by losing that game. I said the odds of him.
that was huge. It was so big.
I knew I could beat you again in the
Mhm.
next one, but I thought who's going to beat him besides me? Nobody.
That wasn't JP and Keith. Keith was the only one with a chance, and
Yeah.
I took care of that. So,
So that brings us to fancy stats.
All
And
right, fancy.
man, there's something really interesting in fantasy stats that we'll talk about at the end.
Mm.
But anyway, in fifth place, once again, same as last week, was the Port Elgin Wolfpack. And they are 52, 30, and 8 for 112 points.
Good showing so far. That's why he's in the top 5. He's
Yeah.
fifth place. He's fifth place in the Langway, which is
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
to say
isn't
when-
that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So fancy, but he's not really out of place
Nope.
and where he should be. So it's really
No,
weird.
who's he must be ahead of Mustangs, right? Is Mustangs not in the top 5, I guess?
No, the Mustangs aren't in top 5. Neither is Sealand, and they're both ahead of him,
Mm,
but only by a point. That's why he's not out of whack
yeah.
with the fancy rating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And same spot as last week as well as the East Coast Brewers at 63, 23, and 4 for 130 points.
Still plugging along. Still got a strong squad. He should be up there for the rest of the year.
But that's quite a gap between 4th and 5th.
Yeah.
130 to 112 right
Yeah.
now.
Well, he's second in the other division, right? He's second in the Vossi, so he should be up there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised me and Dean are ahead of him.
Well, the Colwood Rangers are 66, 17,
Yeah.
and 7 for 133 points. So they're 3 points ahead of the East Coast Brewers.
That's it, eh? I would
Yeah.
have thought a little more. Dean's got a strong team.
He does. But he had some losses early. And that's what
Yeah, I beat
that's
him the
what
first
kinda
week.
did him. Yeah, I think he might have had a little bit of a bad couple of weeks to start.
He
and
was. I think he was trying to rebuild that first week, so I got a break, and he's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not rebuilding.
And then in second spot is you once again, bringing up some suds at 70, 7-0, 16 and 4 for 144 points. So I think that's roughly about the same gap you had with the Rangers last week.
Yeah,
wasn't
there's
it? Around
that's
the
a-
10, 11 points.
And that's a decent amount of a gap between me and
Yeah.
the third place team. whoever
But
holds
I
that.
think you guys kind of stayed even pretty much.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he's got
So-
a strong team. He
Yeah.
went 2-0. His goaltending
Yeah.
just unreal.
Yeah, I agree. And of course, coming in at first place in fantasy stats is no surprise. The Harrison Lakers at 78, 9 and 3 for 159 points. And that's a big gap between first and second. And it's a huge gap between first and fifth.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
you
it's
know,
huge talent gap between first and second, and first
Yeah.
and fifth, and first and third, and first and fourth.
it's going to be a tough task. But I do believe, though, if my memory recalls, I think that 15 points is pretty much like you guys stayed. He didn't
possible.
gain on you or much from last week. That's about what it was last week too, I think.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't follow fancy too close like yourself. I just go. with it.
I like what she's got to say. So anyway, brings us to that time. Are
I thought you said. Wait, I thought you said there was something.
Oh,
weird.
that is right. The one
Oh.
thing I did want, good job. The one thing I did want to talk about fancy stats was I have never in 8 years seen, I've been on this site longer than that, 10 years, 11, even maybe. Fancy is almost perfect. Everybody is almost where they should be.
Really?
Yeah, it's the craziest thing I ever seen. Here, actually, let me just bring it up.
Yeah, there's usually like one person who's like in the top 5 who should, or no, in top 5
Yeah,
of standings.
there's
but they-
usually somebody way up. Can you
There
see
it is.
now?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I might even need my glasses for this one. So if you take a look there for the breakdown, right? So this is your first through 16 and that, but there's the Lakers. They're where they should be. They're best in the league. They're 16th. 15th is 15 and 2. That would be correct. 14 and 3. That would be correct. And 13 and 4. That works. So here's your only discrepancy. The Wolfpack should be ahead of Sealand.
Interesting.
And in the standings, they're not, right? But
No.
only by a point.
Yeah.
point. So it's not like they're hugely out of whack. So that brings back the Wolfpack one spot, and the Mustangs are in perfect position for where they would be in the 9, 8, and 6.
Oh, bitter
Oh,
powder.
I haven't done pretenders or contenders yet. So this is
No.
going to ruin it here.
Oh, is it?
Anyway, I'll show you. There's only one pretender this week, and it's basically Flames of Fleury.
That's
Right
saying that
now,
it should-
right now they're the third lowest team.
Wait. Are you a contender?
Are you a pretender?
There it is.
So yeah, he's the only one who's kind of out of whack, because in the standings he's third last.
Yeah, and he's not in the. I see. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So
And hopefully he moves up, continues to move up.
yeah.
Hmm.
So the only two teams below him right now are the Gators and Highlanders in our standings. These guys,
he's that low still, eh?
yeah, and all these guys are ahead of him in points. The 3, 4, and 5. So that's why Wes is out of whack. Right.
Maybe they must be taking into a factor that he's got Connor McDavid now.
I don't think so. What is Wes up to here anyway? So that's where you be. Flames. There
There
we
he is.
are. Yeah, he's 38 and 47. So that's still nothing to write
No,
home
but
about.
he's had a crappy start, so
Yeah.
that's
So
that
yeah,
could kill him.
anyway, that is the closest I've ever seen Fancy with our actual stats or our positioning in our standings.
Good job, Fancy. We're proud of you this year.
Well, no, it's more the league. It's finally everything seems to be going the way it should be. So
Well,
there's no
that's-
real upsets happening.
I still
here
think
yet.
that's Fancy, because Fancy must have was. You don't blame Fancy the past years where she got it wrong. It was the league's fault.
I don't ever remember being wrong.
Man, you love Fancy so much.
I just don't remember her being wrong. I really don't.
No.
I remember her being a lot more right than she was ever wrong.
All right. She's a wonderful
Yeah.
digital woman.
She knows her shit.
and she's
Any
smart.
guy would fall in love with a chick who's into hockey that much.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's very
come on.
true.
Okay.
Yep, I agree. Fancy.
Yeah. I mean, even look at you there, Laura. You know, she's
Yep.
She's Golden.
Yep.
I mean,
Devils fan.
You know what I'm talking about. Well, that part, there's nothing I can do for her there.
No. Well, that's Berdure's fault. Berdure was a beast, right?
Yeah. Understandable. Yeah. So anyway, where the hell were we? Oh yeah, we were just.
We
saying,
did our
are you
contender.
a pretender? Or are you a contender? So
We did that. We nailed it.
all righty. Did we nail it?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
All right. So let me get my notes back up here. There we go. Yeah. So that was pretender or contender. Oh, all right. So that's going to bring us then to, anyway, oh Jesus, I had it written down in my notes. I didn't have to go all that way to go get it. Flames of Fleury at 38, 47 and 5 for 81 points. Currently 7th in the Bossy and 3rd last in the league, but Fancy rates him only 7th worst in the league.
So he's not where he's a pretender.
Yeah, he's a pretender. He's
Yeah.
more
No contenders this year. Or this
no,
week?
and I told you everything evened out. Like
Yeah, that's true. You did say that.
I was what was I 2 weeks in a row?
Yep.
And
Now you're moving up.
I'm in the exact spot I should be.
Oh, does that make you happy?
Well, it's better than fucking being below where I should be.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be higher though. It'd be nice to be.
It
like-
would be, but it would also be nice if like Kucherov was playing and Forsberg
Yeah.
was playing.
Yeah,
And
that's a big hit. That Kucherov one.
Yeah, it's a huge hit.
Yeah.
You know, that's 5 points a week usually.
You didn't try. You didn't want to shop him around to somebody to get like a.
I did
you're
that
not-
last year to get him.
Yeah, but that was smart.
I know, so I don't want to give him up for the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this one's only supposed to be till December, Christmas, but I don't trust that
What?
guy.
He's back in Christmas.
Yeah, he reminds me of a guy that would be more than happy to do it again. He
Yep.
just seems like that kind of guy, and then shove it in everybody's face again.
Yep.
when
I
they
know.
win the cup. He just seems like that kind of guy.
Like a Kyrie Irving in basketball. That's take off the
Exactly.
whole regular season. I'll just play the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yep.
I didn't know he was back that early. That's
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, like I said, I'll believe it when I see it.
yeah. But that they're projecting.
They're projecting. Yeah.
Oh wow. I thought he was done for the year.
No. Whoa, did you? Oh, yeah. No, if he was done for the year, then I seriously might have tried something.
Yeah.
then.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes more sense then. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, Wes is really the only one, and I can't say it's really that bad.
No.
You
And
know
he'll
what I
move
mean?
up.
Yeah. He'll definitely at least get to that spot. Now, what remains to be seen, is he better than even what Fancy is predicting right now? Because Fancy really hasn't had McDavid for the entire year to count. No, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
that team is actually better now
It
than
is.
even what its projection
Yep.
is saying.
Yep.
The projection is only telling you what it's done off the last 6 weeks.
Yeah. You can't blame Fancy for that.
No, you can't. So, but if McDavid makes the difference, she'll catch on just like that.
She's that good.
That good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So we got some good games of the week for you this year, this week.
This week.
And you are involved with it, Ryan. Brewing up some suds,
Yeah.
10-2 versus the no control zone leaders, the Harrison Lakers at 11-1. This is as big as the showdowns get.
I haven't looked yet, but I looked at the one, just the Colorado and Ottawa game, and he's got Kadri, who got 1 goal and 3 assists, and he's +3 and 2 PIMs, and he's got Rantanen, he's got 1 goal and he's +2. So I don't even know. I shouldn't even look. I don't know what the rest is going to be, but at least fuck it, or freaking Hellebuck lost. But it sucks because I had it was Anaheim versus Predators, and it was my guy Gibson against his guy Saros. And
hey, Gibson's been doing.
Oh, I very happy with him.
Fantastic.
But Nashville won 3-2, so it would be nice. The heads up, it would be nice to fucking get that.
Well, of course, because Renee's got Saros, right?
Yeah, and he won. So he won 3-2.
Yeah, of course.
Even with like Hellebuck lost 3-1, which is it helps me stay close. But I would have liked to gotten that fucking win. But what are you gonna do?
What can you do?
Just put your team out there, set it, and then just watch for the rest of the week. That's all you can do, guys.
That's all you can do, and then you just sit and suffer in silence.
That's right. And I forget. Oh, and I'm playing West, so maybe West. This is big breakout week where McDavid gets 30 points, and
could be.
He's got good goaltending. He's got Kemper, who, well, I guess they won 7-5, so he can't have a very good save percentage, but he's got 2 points for the win.
2 points. Yeah. Well, that's what happens, right? If you can get a really bad game that would kill your save percentage for the week and get 2 points out of it, you take the 2 points.
Yep. You take the 2 points.
Usually when you get one like that, you don't get in.
No.
So you take it and run.
Yeah. And so he's got me on there right now. It's early, and I haven't looked at what the rest, but it should be that game of the week. It's me versus Harrison. And that should tell you when he beats me 6-1.
Oh, is that what you're predicting?
Yeah. All right. 5-2, 6-1, something like that. Yeah. It's not going to be pretty, I don't think.
Oh, come on. You're usually a pretty confident kind of guy.
No, man, fuck with luck. Hey, if my team just produced like his does, then yeah, for sure. But it's only the regulars. I'll get confident, and I'll get like all the. Oh, are we looking at the scores? God damn it. So he's only up 4.5, 2.5. Okay, that's not.
There you go. See, I told you were worrying over nothing.
It's early
Nothing.
though. Day one.
What do you got here? Like, oh, look at this. You're right in the ballpark there, man. 6-4.
Oh, my Pims, attaboy Pims, crushing it.
Big Bad Bruins are always goons.
I know.
I'm telling you, Renee may have lost a little bit this year with his.
He actually has. I
Pims.
looked at his team.
Yeah.
It's more they're point producers. He doesn't have the goons like he used to.
Yeah.
Like he does.
I
But
agree.
he's plus. I don't know. I've looked only at the 2 guys. He's like +5 with 2 guys, and I know Darlene was -3 today. So I'm not going to start off hot with my +/-2. So he'll be up to like 5-2 after day. Oh, he'll be shooting one. He'll be 5.5, 1.5 after tonight.
Kadri killed you tonight.
Yeah.
Just
And he was
Kadri there, man.
And he was +3.
Then Hellebuck 943 with the loss.
with a loss. Yeah,
And Cerro doesn't have as good a save percentage with the win.
with the win. Yeah.
But still puts him at 939. So go
Yeah.
get him. And you're
Yeah.
at 914.
Yeah. So that's another loss. So like you can't lose it on day one, or you can't win on day one, but you can certainly lose. And like that's a tough hill to climb. Right?
No, that is not a tough hill to climb. You're how can you say that? You're well, we don't even know plus minus. Yeah, currently
I'm -5 with 2 guys, and he's +5 with 2 guys. So there's 10 points right there.
there's a whole bunch of players playing.
Dubois lost 3-1, so he's a minus.
And how do you normally get people in the plus minus?
Oh, my guys are good.
The last day, right? That's when you always pounce on teams, right?
I gotta
Last
get
day with
I
your
gotta-
plus minus.
I got to stay close enough though for the.
Well, yeah, but look at you. So as of right now, you're 0-0 on plus minus. You're beating him in pins.
Yeah, because they calculated what the fucking plus minus is.
You might have.
I'm
been-
0-0 with the wins, ties, and shutouts too. But we know
There's
that's
a
not
lot
gonna
of
last.
other players here that could have turned it around for you, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Maybe.
Look, Gensel's got to have probably a good plus minus.
Yeah, he must
and,
say. 2 pimps.
well, yeah, and Dolan, you never know.
He was -3. I already know.
Okay, now you know. Well, he is.
Yossi was
decided to
-2.
just score now, so
Yossi was -2.
Morrissey's- Oh yeah, that's not good. Well, you got Pranko here. He might have been.
He might have been. Yeah,
he might
5-2.
have been something for you. Now, is there any disasters over here? Oh, that's Theodore.
Yeah, maybe.
That's not
Okay.
great.
Hopefully he's -5.
Burns, this game could be
Oh, that game just started.
6-1 by the time, you never know. So you could get a bad one. And Ranton's probably on the plus side.
Yeah, he was +2. I saw him. He was +2, and Cuddy's.
There
Cuddy
you
was
go.
+3. The others, maybe minus. Connor maybe minus. All right, I won't look yet.
Yeah.
Would-
See,
well,
so you're in the fight. You're in the
Well,
fight. for
I'm in
sure.
the fight because it's like I'm in the week. Like of course I'm in the fight. I'm not gonna enough. At least I'm beating up on West 6-1. That's good.
All right, so look at me here. I'm jumped out to an early lead on the Stangs.
That's a big week for you. You
That's
need
this-
you need 1-1 at least.
Yeah,
At least.
I agree. So nothing definite. Like you
No.
said, it's early days. Well, 6-1. It's a nice start. And hey, I'm hanging around the Rangers, even though I'm losing 5-2.
Hmm.
I'm hanging right there. you
Yeah,
know.
that's a lot of points you guys got. Jeez.
Yeah. So hanging around.
Yeah.
And Forsberg might be back for the next game. So
I did see that he was supposed to be
Yeah,
playing.
I'm
this week.
hoping that. And,
Look at that, Jeanette, 2 pims, assist.
yeah,
he's a-
Jeannot.
Is that what it is? You know,
Jeannot. Yes.
he's a
I
rookie
know.
too.
I love him, man. I love him. This guy.
He's on my radar now though.
hard nosed player.
He's like a
And-
Wilson.
Yeah. And Wolfpack need to pick it up. Like I said, early days.
Mm.
And the rematch of last year's to see who got 9th overall pick. That exciting game. No, not 9th. 11th.
11th,
Yeah, whoever got 11th.
I think Donald beat him
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, he beat him up big.
Yeah.
Donald opens up with a 968 save percentage. So that's
Jari's doing it
Yeah.
this year.
yeah.
And he got the
And
win.
2 points.
Yeah.
And 2 points. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter because I don't think Al's got, like who's Al's playing for goalies. Like it's got to be probably Price who's not starting.
Brossois and
And
Price.
Brossois. Yeah, there you go.
And they never let Brossois play.
Nope.
I have him in my other league. And Lakers taking care of the
JP.
look at this though. And then the goaltending, right?
I think JP's got Corpusella. I think
Other
Corpusella.
than that, he was right there with him.
Yeah, he's getting. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's getting points.
Oh, hey, we got a battle of the tankers going on here. Ooh, and a 4-4 tie in the
Wow.
points.
That should be a tie at the end of it.
Oh, yeah, it should be a tie.
End of the tie.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh.
Dano's jumped out to an early lead on the Stangs. This could be
Domi. That's right. Domi's playing. He played well. He played a good
Yeah.
game today.
could
It
this be-
won't last, but
yeah. Could this be one of those weeks for Keith? You never know.
maybe
Early days though. Early
it's
days.
too early. And Keith's
We've
team's good. so-
already looked at you guys. You guys are so close. And Sealand and Flying Colors. Oh, Goaltending for sure. Bet you probably got a
Oof.
W with the 941.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he didn't. He got 941 in. Oh, must have been some empty netters.
No, he got Bennington.
Oh, that's right. He did.
Yeah.
He got Bennington.
Yeah, so he's good there. And oh, whoa, a little surprise here. Whoa, Blake. Whoa, what are you doing, buddy?
What? What's he got? 3 assists from who? Oh,
Uh,
Johansson. Johansson's doing pretty good this year. I don't know. He's kind of out of a resurgence. But look at
Zinger,
all
Zinger
those-
an assist and 4 pins.
look at all his IRs. Like, doesn't-
Oh, that's Sealand. Oh, I know.
I-
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. What's he got here? A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yikes.
7, 8.
Yeah, that's
Is he on
smart.
the bench? Wow, he's got 12 active players. Good job, Blake. Well
Good
done,
job,
buddy.
Blake. Yeah, well done.
Nothing does it. And oh, Rangers and flying colors. Oh, well, flying colors. They're not saying die.
You should.
And look at this. How's McDavid doing for you there, Wes?
Nothing yet. Nothing
No
yet.
excuse that McDavid didn't play tonight. That was
Yeah.
a bad trade.
It's tough because when he's playing me, it's like McDavid versus Draisaitl. So like it's
That's true. That's a good saw off. That one
yeah,
is
that
for
is.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that McDavid's getting a feisty side to him too. He gets you some pims as well now.
Oh, time. Yep.
He's getting pissed off and getting pushed around, so he push him back.
Ooh.
And
Look at who's his goalie?
Who?
7 Flames, 793 save percentage. Oh,
Reimer.
Kemper.
Oh,
Oh,
no, and
He's got
Reimer.
both playing. Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but he's got to win though. He's got 2 points at least with. You would think
Wow.
with Kemper.
Halfway through the game, and Carolina doesn't even have 10 shots on net yet.
Yikes!
That's unusual.
They,
for
but
them.
they got a goal.
Usually gets, yeah, I know. They usually get so many shots on net though. That team.
Yeah.
And oh, another battle of the tankers. Oh, and it's the last battle. It's a huge battle of the tank week.
It's tank
It's a
week.
huge.
This is tank
battle.
week.
Oh my! And Nick's involved in 2 of them. Nick's got both Greenwood and Florida.
This would be a good. This would be a good week for a double loss for Nick.
Yeah. Oh, what a double loss could do for Nick.
Yeah.
In this.
Solidify.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always nice to have that first tiebreaker, isn't it? Right.
Yep. Oh yes. It
Yeah.
helped me out big time.
Yeah. Got you dry saddle instead of Panarin.
Yep. Which Panarin's good. He's crushing it still.
He's starting to pick up his game
Yeah,
a little
he's a
bit
good
here.
player. I like him too.
And Pasternak is also starting to pick it up
Yeah.
a little bit too.
Another
so,
great player.
Yeah. And oh, Caps and Flames.
Come on, Wes.
Look at the two categories to get you a goal. You just got 1 penalty that gets you a goal, and 793 gets you a goal.
Perfect. They must have known we playing. Is Wes losing?
That's awesome.
Okay. Wow. It's a battle.
That's hilarious. And oh, there, yeah, see, you just never know with JP's team what JP's gonna throw you. You just
Man.
don't know.
Oh yeah, he's got Burakovsky, 3
Yeah.
points.
Oh shit.
Raquel got a goal.
I got Burakovsky in my other league. Oh, hey, this is a big game here too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Bo's got him, and who was the other team he's playing?
This could be
Peter Patter. Oof.
yeah, this could be this could be an interesting goaltending match.
Does he get Jerry
Hart
Hart?
and
against-
Jerry.
Ooh, yep.
Anderson and Talbot.
Anderson's playing. Oh, yeah. Anderson. Oh, Anthony
Yeah.
Ranta's playing tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
Well,
Is that one of the games?
you got them for the rest of the week, no matter
What's
how many games they play.
What are the game of the weeks besides me and Renee?
Oh yeah, I guess that's where we stopped off at that, wasn't it? All right, we haven't even finished off games of the week, and then I guess we should be closing up this podcast. It's just like
Shut her down.
So
Those are the games I thought too. Actually.
in our second game of the week, we had Portland Wolfpack at 7-4-1, and the East Coast Brewers at 8-4. So
Yep. And we looked through that already.
we
Yep.
did look at it, and what was happening in it though?
I forget.
Yeah, I do too.
I know.
Okay.
East Coast is up 4.5 to 2.5.
And then we have one more final game of the week that to keep an eye on. I think it's Port Elgin Wolfpack again at 7-4-1 against Pitter Patter 6-5-1. So
That's big for the.
Bossy division in a whole, like just for Pitter Patter to catch, even though they're in a playoff spot, it'd be nice to at least be even with the wild card.
on the other side.
Well, it would be the wild
Yeah.
card, not
Yeah.
just the wild card on the other side. It would actually be the wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't have much more to add for this week in the zones, except that we got completely off track so
Yeah,
many
we did.
times. And
It happens. It
it
happens.
happens. Shit happens. What can
Yeah.
you do, right?
Yeah.
What can you do? So any final thoughts on the last week or this up and coming week?
No, still it's mid-season. It's the grind, and we're just gotta put whatever from last week behind us and look forward to this week and the next week. So I got to beat up on Renee or maybe I'll lose. Who knows?
Yep.
We'll
You
find
never know. It's fantasy hockey. Anything
That's
can
right.
happen.
That's right.
Anything can happen. Yeah. As for me, I think it's I can definitely see the GM's level of play is really picking up in our league as an overall,
Yeah.
which is really cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
I like how my name. I just noticed. I like how my. It took me an hour, but my name says Laura. That's nice.
That didn't you hear me say to you, Laura?
No.
When you first signed on, I said, "Hey, Laura, how you doing?"
Oh, I thought you were just trying to say hi to Laura.
No, well, I liked saying hi to Laura. That was nice. I haven't seen her in a long time, so
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I just noticed it now. That's good. I'm very
Yeah.
observant. Anyways,
Yes.
yep. So yeah, it's early. Let's just keep on going.
Yep.
The GMs are getting smarter and foxier. That's not the word. I'm looking for.
Yeah. So
Very good.
anyway, yeah, I guess we'll just wrap it up for now. And looks like you're the host next week. Anybody want to join us next week? Please let us know. We'd love to have
Yeah.
you. The more the merrier.
Have some fun. All
Yeah,
we do
have
is
some
talk.
fun.
That's it.
All right. Okay, so you got nothing else?
Nothing.
I got nothing else. So everybody, take care and peace out.
That's it right there. Perfect. You might have to. I don't know. We always go off on tangents, so we'll see. How
We
long
do.
it goes.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh, were we recording that? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.